John here, guys, and today we're talking about the new HDzero FPV drone remote or controller or transmitter. They all mean the same thing, and this is a beginner, budget-friendly, gamer-style remote that looks just slightly bigger than your standard Xbox controller and contains all of the switches that you're going to need in order to get started. It charges a internal 4,000 milliamp hour battery via USB-C. It can also connect to your computer in order for you to play simulator games. Some cool features about the HDzero radio is that you can change the VTX channels from the radio. It has backpack enabled, and that means that you can enter that ELRS menu straight from the thing. No need to connect to a computer, but you can still do that. So these are some of the screens that are enabled, and of course you can practice with the simulator wirelessly or wired, and the battery should last up to 10 hours. Very nice. It also has a coaching port so that you can teach someone else to fly, and it does express LRS up to 250 milliwatts. And it's just going to be a budget, very cheap option. Now, HDzero, if you don't know, typically make things like these FPV goggles. Now, these goggles transmit the HDzero proprietary video link signal that is very low latency, but not quite as high quality as DJI. The reason why it's important for low latency is because that's what we use for racing. Pretty much all of the major racing throughout the world is now done on the HDzero system right now, and now they're coming out with their own budget-friendly controller option. We see more and more schools and clubs and STEM people going straight to HDzero now. So now they have a compatible Express LRS enabled remote. Now, Express LRS is the communication protocol that is going to be used to communicate. Here's a few of the budget remotes on here. This is Radiomaster's T8L, which is essentially a copy of DJI's remote. And you can see it's pretty much the same size, has a very similar switch layout. I will say that I do kind of prefer the charging port on the top like it is here. It's the same thing on the Radiomaster Pocket. This one's on the bottom, so if you are playing simulator, it's going to be kind of facing towards you. Now, this is going to have very long battery life. I can tell you that one of the things that I do really like about this option is the very tiny OLED screen on here. That means you're still going to be able to configure and set up your radio. It's also going to have a companion app where you can do some of those settings. But like this budget remote has no screen at all. This one, the Radiomaster Pocket, is a little bit bigger and it has a little bit larger of a screen, but it's also going to cost a little bit more. So this allows you to keep the budget as low as possible, as portable as possible, and still have the configurability of a screen on board. It has the sticks that can come off, and they actually screw right into the back right here so that you can keep yourself portable if you put this into a bag, not worry about breaking the gimbal sticks off, and still be good to go and just pop these out very quickly. These are plastic style gimbals, very similar to the ones on both of these controller options. Now, I will note that the Radiomaster Pocket does have the ability to upgrade to an AGO tiny CNC metal gimbal and upgrade that. But if you're going with a budget option, I really wouldn't be worrying about upgrading individual parts. This is just something to get you started or something to travel with. Say this is your base radio, but are you going to really take this on vacation? What are you going to do? Check a bag in order to carry this gigantic thing? This represents the top of the line type of controller, and it costs closer to $400. So for a very tiny fraction of the price, you can get started and get something like this. What do you think in the comments, guys? If you are helping somebody get started and they need a remote, get something that is Express LRS compatible. That's pretty much the communication protocol that we use for just about every drone on the market today, and this will allow you to get started practicing on simulator and flying your very tiny crafts and ready to get going into the hobby of FPV. Thanks, guys.